Metty, coming on 40 years old.
I am 40 years old.
Are you amazed, Steve, that he got to this point? There must have been some times you thought he's never going to get to 40.
I reckon, yeah.
How long have you been involved in motocross? Were you back in the homeland, with the motherland? Were you in...
I think I was about 13 when I bought my first Gemini Boss 50.
What's that, Metty? Is that like a bull taco? British bull taco or something? Because what was it called then? Was it Scrambles or what was it called back in England?
Wow. Yeah, it was Scrambles.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you've been riding since you were 13?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
65.
And you're kind of still riding, right? You're doing some vet stuff and things like that?
Oh, yeah, I've sort of got into mountain biking a bit now, but I still love it.
Because that's what you do. You go mountain biking at 65.
Mad, you know? He put the moto down and he just goes mountain biking now.
That's amazing.
And it's good because he's still getting out and having an activity and enjoys it.
Still going 24.
And we go together. So I'm on my, just traditional mountain bike, and he's got his e-bike, and he whoops my ass. He kicks my ass. That's cool.
A couple of years ago, we caught up for the first time where you came across the Manjimup 15,000 with Dad and with your boys, which was what an incredible experience to do that.
It was, because we did it in '89 as a family.
89.
I was 5.
Yeah.
That was my first Manjimup experience. That was Junior Nationals, ACU Junior Nationals.
Yeah.
And then we came back many years later as a father. My son was racing and Dad was here, still mechanic. So that was a cool experience. Just me as a rider transitioning into a dad that, overseeing my son race too. Yeah. But still having Dad here and doing it together, it's pretty special. And like we've been talking about, this sport has so much to give. Not a mainstream sport, obviously. And there's a cost factor in it, any motorsport. Yeah. But it is the cheapest form of motorsport, and it's one that can just teach so many things in life. It's not about the results and the first and the trophies and the medals. It's about the reward is really in learning a craft on a motorcycle to operate, how to control yourself, how to control fear, how to control your emotions. Learn your body, learn how to train, learn how to just do so many things. Work on a motorcycle, which can give you a career afterwards if you don't pursue motocross racing. Is mechanicking. There's so many things you can branch off of from this sport. It's incredible. Yeah.
And you're still about the rider to a large degree. I mean, don't get me wrong. If suddenly there's a young kid and he's on the bike that his dad built, this is like a 93 KX compared to the factory stuff, Steve, then obviously he's gonna have a struggle against some of these factory bikes, but it's still about the rider, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we like to do it the hard way anyway.
That's the way it's worked out, Metty.
Always have. Coming through, we weren't, Dad, Mum did their best. Yep. We didn't have the brand new bikes. We often rode old, 3, 4, 5-year-old bikes, and silicon around, and that was just it, but we rode and we loved it and we became good at it. But
I recall a story that Jeremy McGrath kept the 93 body kit on the new Honda because he didn't like the new one. He liked his old school, right? So it's not always about newer is better. Sometimes it's like, I'm not sure how true that was, but I heard
it's 100% true, From 93 to 96, he rode the 93 model frame because he preferred it. It handled
What's Go 24?
So Go 24 is just a brand. I started it 3-4 years ago during COVID. I had the idea when I was living in America still, and I kind of started like Go Motocross. And now it's changed to Go 24, 24 being my racing number since I was a kid. And Go's, the GO stands for Get Outdoors. So it's just to promote, for one, just getting outdoors. Here we are. I mean, we're racing motocross, but it's an event like Manjimup 15,000 where it's families coming across Australia to this one event. That's what it's about. That's the beauty, the special piece of this whole jam is people coming together, camping at the track, families doing it together, your brothers and sisters, whatever it is, friends, and it's getting outdoors, and that's the best thing is we're all outside enjoying a sport that we love. But Get Outdoors is about, soccer, football, basketball, hiking, getting children outside. So during COVID, we couldn't travel interstate. Victoria was an extreme lockdown. You couldn't go outside a certain amount of hours a day and craziness. So I was like, man, we need to start a brand, a bit of a movement that I was passionate about, encouraging people to get outside again and live life.
As a dad, you must relish this time to spend with him. Like here, you guys are. There's just the two of you. That's pretty special.
Yeah, 2 of us this week. Yeah, it is very special. Love it.
Same with you now. You're a dad these days. Obviously, you would understand this way better, the value of hanging out with dad, because your boys one day, they'll have their own interests, like your family. So right, so it's a short period of time you get.
We do miss the boys though. Yeah. The last couple of years have been here. The boys have been here, and that makes it even more special.
It's a shame spectators can't come down to the pits and watch start line stuff, because when you watch the little ones with their parents, there's so much passion, Metty, isn't there? Like it's just, and the kids are so chilled. In what I would think would be a massively like high pressure environment, those kids just roll out into the grid themselves. And
children are rebellious. You know, they
really is that a man experience?
Was the wrong word. Resilient.
Good word.
Resilient was the word I was looking for. Sorry.
Yep.
You know, all the pressure and the fear and anxiousness and whatever. And then it goes away.
They just needed it.
It goes away. And as a dad now, with my kid on the line, it's worse for the dads. It's worse for me.
So now you finally know what you were dealing with, right?
Finally.
You know it's all your fault though. You started this.
It's always.
Yeah.
He started it. He started the journey.
But I mean, footy, cricket, tennis, basketball, all those team sports are mint, right?
Yeah.
But we're out there watching like 10, 12, 13-year-olds on 65cc bikes clearing jumps on Rock and Roll Hill.
Yeah, this sport is nothing like it, in my opinion. Obviously there's some extreme sports, and everyone wants to compare sports. And I love basketball, I love soccer, I love heaps of stuff. But moto, like when you take an 8 to 10-year-old kid, like you just explained, jumping tabletops up Rock and Roll Hill, and you've got track awareness, other riders alongside you, throttle, clutch, gears, is he in the right gear, is he going to make the jump, the timing has to be perfect, if he doesn't he's going to come off short and possibly splatter, there's so much that goes on, and that's all in one jump, in that 1 second, and then it's another one, and then it's another one, and it's just constantly, the brain is incredible. To be able to operate a machine at that age is phenomenal. I don't even really understand.
There's a lot of fist bumping on the line with these kids, like they're leaning over, their mates right alongside them, and even though it's an individual sport, it's still a team sport in a strange kind of way, Brett.
Because I think kids, everyone likes to feel together, certain togetherness, and that's why days like this where we're here, like we're not racing, and it's quite enjoyable because we don't have that intensity of race day. And you get to enjoy the atmosphere. Tomorrow a little bit different, but it's still a fun event, and it's definitely cool when you compete against competitors that you have respect for. That's nice. Yeah.
Okay, someone said to you in 60 seconds, "Oh, motocross, what's that?" What would you say? And your time starts now.
Motocross, what is that? I would say adventurous, extreme sport, lots of fun, an incredible way to start an adventure with children, to develop mechanical, mental skills on how to control your body, how to control the machine, learn aspects of life through a sport. There's so many more things I can't think of. Put me on the spot.
Environment.
Yeah.
It's an awesome family environment.
Get outside 24.
That's it.
I thought it was 24/7 because that kind of applies as well, right?
Yeah.
So I can hear kids out here, right? That's the cool part. I can hear kids' voices. They're all out riding their mountain bikes. You've never lost your kids in the pits at a motocross event, have you?
Yeah, you feel safe. Actually, 2 years ago here, Maverick, my youngest, was 5 or 6, and he made a best friend here on that weekend, and he was gone for hours, and they're over here building jumps.
Yeah.
And the young fella, Lincoln, his name was, he came up to me today, "Hey, Brett, he's not here," and he's not here this year. But that's what's cool, they might have that bond for the next however long.
Rest of their lives.
Even today, I'm at 40 and I still run into people that I raced here as a 15-year-old junior, and they come, "Oh, Metty, I raced against you, in 99. And you have that connection. That's a big connection